Hello everyone and welcome to another video with Special Maths Academy. In this video, we'll be looking at the seventh problem from the Special Maths Contest 2024 first round. And it says, let n be equals to 2 squared times 3 cubed times 5 to the fifth power. How many positive integer divisors of n are less than 600? Okay, so one of the things I'll be using in this is, okay, fact number one. So if we have n, so if we have this as the prime factorization of n, then we can get the number of divisors from this formula. Okay, that's the first statement. Now, what can we do here? Okay, so uh, we can examine this by saying if we have so let D be a divisor of n. So that implies that n over D is a divisor of n. So this is also a divisor of n. Okay. Now, what can we say? So one statement that is paramount is that and this statement can be generalized further. So if we have two numbers, so if we have two numbers, two positive real numbers, and if we have, okay, let me just order it. So if we have A less than B, then we have A is less than, so geometric mean of AB. So it can be any mean, but in this time around, I want to use a geometric mean, and because it's more convenient. So A is less than geometric means less than B. Okay. So if we have let D be a divisor of n and let n and we have that n over D is a divisor of n as well, of course. And something else to state is that these two are not equal. So D not equals to n over D. Okay, why? Because n is not a perfect square. Okay. So what can we say here? We can say that the minimum, so the minimum of D comma n over D is less than, so the geometric mean in this case is going to be just the square root of n. And this is less than max. Okay. And in fact, inductively, we can then get that. So if we say if A1 less than A2 less than AD are the divisors of n. So from this statement, inductively, we can get that A1, okay, less than A2 less than, so D over 2 less than square root of n less than D over 2 plus 1 less than AD. Okay. So from that statement, we can get this inductively. Now, if the square root of n is 600, then we'll be done because we'll just say half of the divisors. But then the square root of n is not 600 exactly. So what can let's try to estimate the square root of n. Okay. So we have n equals to 2 squared times 3 cubed times 5 to the fifth power. Okay. So the square root of n is equal to 2 times 3 times 5 squared times square root of 15. Okay. So this is equals to 150 times the square root of 15. Okay. So the square root of 15 is greater than 3.8. So we can just say this is greater than 150 times 3.8, and 150 times 3.8 is going to be equal to 570. Okay. So we have this. So basically the square root of n is bigger than 570. But yeah, so it's easy to see that 570 does not divide n. Okay, so it's that can be seen quickly. So if okay, so let's and then okay, something else that can be seen quickly is that the square root of n is less than 600. Okay, so we can get this quickly from the fact that 600 is equals to 2 cubed times 3 times 5, and square root of n is equals to 2 times 3 times 5 squared. Sorry, 600 is equals to 2 cubed times 3 times 5, 2 cubed times 3 times 5 squared. So we have the square root of n is this. Okay, so basically we have square root of 15 less than 2 squared, so which is equals to square root of 16. So we can see that obviously the square root of n is less than 600. Okay, so if we can show that there is no divisor of, so between 570 and 600, okay, so it's bound. No divisor of n is here, then we'll be done. Okay, so just need to check for the numbers between 570 and 600 to see if there's going to be a divisor of n. Okay, so um this is a part where you can like quickly verify things. So if it's going to be a divisor of n, you know it has to be able to form 2 to the power of some x, 3 to the power of some y, 5 to the power of some z. Okay, so we can quickly uh, filter out a lot of numbers here. And so basically the fact is that there's no divisor of n in this range. Okay. And because there's no divisor of n in this range, we can actually extend this ordered inequality like this. Okay. And and when we extend this, then the statement that half of the divisors are less than 600 still holds. Okay. So we can then find the number of divisors using this formula. So that's going to be 2 plus 1 times 3 plus 1 times 5 plus 1. So that is equals to 3 times 4 times, so 3 times 4 times 6, that is equals to 72. And we know that half of these divisors are less than 600. So our answer becomes 36. Okay, so that'll be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.